It is a digital world, a new information age that has made the world a free society on the internet, creating an avenue for people to, through a simple device, create websites, blogs, and other social media accounts for information sharing. But there is a phenomenon: fake news, misinformation, malinformation, and disinformation, and unregulated information sharing standing in the way.
There should be an adequate policy that will enable us to regulate some of the information that is being passed on to some of the tools or the media.
Everything that is not regulated is subject to abuse, just as it is being abused in Nigeria today. It is true that the Constitution made provision for freedom of speech, freedom of information. It is only the information that you can guarantee. You cannot just wake up in the morning and spread news and call it news. Even under the criminal code, there is a provision that criminalizes what we call sedition, what we call defamation and slander. A news you don't know the effect, you saw it on your phone. That's why this issue of forwarding. Some people are good at forwarding.
There is need for a legislation that would, of course, not be targeted at witch hunting any person.
Government must put on their thinking cap to see how to nip this fake news in the bud, to ensure that it does not destroy our national cohesion.
Everybody now has a phone, then write one thing, then even bring photographs. Anachronism has been introduced into social media. Events that did not even take place at all, they bring it alive.
Until government begin to see information management as a key utility in nation building, we continue to dwell in fake news.
Politics, the entertainment industry, and crisis situations are fertile grounds for potential havoc, taking the recent EndSARS protest as an example.
If there are litigations of people who bring out fake news, you see that this thing will be in decrease.
Also look at the very issue of looting of palliatives. It happened in Lagos. There was looting of palliatives in Lagos, and we all saw it on social media. It was spread all over that the government were hoarding palliatives. It may be right, it may be wrong, but you can see the aftermath effect. Every other state was looking for palliative. Every warehouse you see, you are looking for palliative. This fake news is a very serious issue we have to look at.
The damaged property, they say, are evident setbacks to national development.
With the advent of the COVID-19 pandemic, we had a lot of course, the lockdown, which affected businesses, workers, and areas that government was supposed to generate revenue from. Government could not, of course, be able to raise such revenues for such areas. There was a downfall and a decline in revenue across boards. With this that has just come on, of course, government's effort is now further complicated. Government will need to go on begging or like borrowing to be able to, of course, to meet certain needs of the citizens. The budget itself will have to be reviewed. A lot of areas need to now be rejigged. Little that was expected to be spent on such areas, you will now need to go bend backward to intensify and, of course, channel more resources from other areas to be able to meet with these, because a lot of damage has been done to our infrastructures.
The open nature of the internet, social media, they say, should be maximized positively and not abused. In Benin, Ogochukwu Ona for Weekend File.